What is a stakeholder mapping matrix? How to create a stakeholder map. If you are a project manager or a team member, you have to deal with your stakeholders by classifying, evaluating, and managing them to complete your project successfully. Because a project cannot exist without stakeholder participation. Therefore, it is essential to make stakeholder mapping for successful stakeholder management. A stakeholder mapping matrix is one of the most important stakeholder management tools that provide many benefits, such as identifying key project stakeholders, understanding their requirements, and planning the type of communications they need. Stakeholder definition: stakeholders can be individuals, team members, groups, organizations who affect the project or are affected by the outcome of a project. They may be inside or outside the project, and they can be classified into many categories such as executive stakeholders, technical stakeholders, marketing stakeholders, etc. Simply put, stakeholders are interested in the success of the project and they can influence the project's success. As a project manager, if you don't manage your stakeholders carefully, your life will be more difficult because they may slow down processes or they may come to you with never-ending demands. Once you have created the list of key project stakeholders and classified them according to their roles, the next step is to map the stakeholders accordingly. For better understanding, let's review the example. Assume that you are a project manager of a software development project. The project scope includes adding new features to an accounting software tool. The duration of the project is 10 months. External stakeholders: government regulations, the client, executive sponsor, responsible for securing spending authority and resources in the client organization. Internal stakeholders: project team members, designers, program managers, software developers, human resources. After the identification of the types of stakeholders, you need to analyze and map them. You can conduct a brainstorming session with your team members and ask the questions: who are the stakeholders of this project? Which stakeholders will have the most influence on the project's objectives? Who has the authority to control the resources? What are the top interests of the stakeholders? Who are the supporters and who are the non-supporters? After completing the brainstorming session, you would have enough information to analyze the stakeholders and begin the stakeholder mapping matrix. Stakeholder mapping allows you to demonstrate your stakeholders' level of involvement and their engagement in the project. After creating the map, you will understand how to motivate your stakeholders and win them for your project's success. Stakeholder mapping matrix: plot out each stakeholder considering their influence and interest in the project. Place the names of your project's key stakeholders wherever you think they fit best. You can use colors to specify the names and highlight important stakeholders. You can also specify the stakeholders which are on the client side by using different colors. How does stakeholder mapping matrix help project managers? When you analyzed and classified your project's most powerful and influential stakeholders, you will develop your stakeholder management strategy to deal with them accordingly. By the way, you will not waste your time to deal with other stakeholders who don't have any influence and power. In addition to that, you will try to get the support of the most powerful stakeholders while managing your project. Note that stakeholder mapping should be a continuous process throughout the life cycle of a project. Therefore, the stakeholder matrix is a live document that should be kept updated.